Here's a St. Patrick's Day themed lock puzzle that you can make for that day. Underneath the rainbow at the top is the leprechaun's gold. To get the gold, you must first remove the key, the shamrock, and then remove the pieces. You can even put some text on the bottom. Here I've used this as a giveaway for curling bonspiel. On the back is the engraved picture of a shamrock, which you can use to assemble the puzzle. So this puzzle comes apart. It's pretty easy to put together once you take it apart, with these little snaps which are on the side, and the top's removable. The little side straps have a little tab on the top, which make them easy to remove. This puzzle was designed in 2015 by Christoph Lohe. There are 12 moves to remove the shamrock key and 18 moves to remove one other part. And the first part that comes out is the shackle, and then you can claim all the gold. Now, to solve the puzzle, you move those pieces of gold in various places, and they move left, right, up, down, back, and forth, the 3 linear directions. You don't need to twist anything, so you don't twist or rotate the key or any of the other parts. Now, at some point, you'll get the puzzle all apart, and it's pretty difficult to put together. So what we're going to do is show how to quickly assemble this St. Patrick's Day puzzle. You'll notice that this will come apart by simply removing those 2 straps. You just remove those, take the top off, and set aside. And you'll notice that there are 2 protrusions in the bottom. Those will be important later. The first part is to line up the 4 pieces of gold in the right orientation. It's not too obvious. You'll see it's inscribed, but there are a few different ways that you can assemble the shamrock. There's only one correct way. You'll notice that one piece, the long way, is horizontal, and some of the pieces are vertical. So 2 vertical pieces, 2 horizontal pieces. And this is the correct way to assemble those pieces of gold. You'll notice there's a little square in the middle, and that's for the key. So using that as your guide, you need to put those 4 pieces of gold on the shackle. And you should start with the top right piece, and you'll need to twist that a little bit and just set it on. Top left piece goes on next. As I say, a little fiddly. The bottom right piece, and then the bottom left piece. And you can just set them in there as best they go. Now after this, you'll need to flip it over, because the key goes into the other side. So gently flip over. And we're going to insert the shamrock key now. Now to do this, you need to remove one of the gold pieces. The bottom right piece needs to slide off. There's a little notch on that key, and there's also a corresponding notch on the top right piece of gold to show where it goes in. So that goes down and just slides up a little bit, and then you can move that piece of gold back on. Now at this point you can put in the base, but you'll notice that there are 2 holes in the bottom and 2 protrusions. They need to line up with those holes in the base. So I need to flip that around and just slide that up onto the puzzle. Now at this point, you can tip it up and put on the top. And you notice there's a couple tabs to help orient the top properly. And then you clip on the side pieces. Remember that the larger tab is on top. Just makes it a little easier. So put the bottom in first. So the top tab has a little piece that makes it easier to snap off. So you snap those two pieces on the side and there's your puzzle. Now I do have a solution for you. I encourage you not to look at the solution. There are 18 moves to remove the key. The key is fairly easy to remove. The pieces of gold a little more difficult. But if you need help, here's the solution. So we're first going to pull that key out a little bit, and you'll notice that the top right piece will slide down and over the bottom. Top left moves in a little bit. And you can pull the shackle up, or you can pull on the key. And you want to move that top gold piece into the middle and pull it back. And it will actually go back and to the right underneath the shackle. Now the gold piece on the left moves up, back, and up again, and then you can move up into the casing, and then you'll see that the key comes free very easily. Just slide it out. Now you've still got to get out your pieces of gold. So that piece on the left goes over, and it's going to go down a bit. So over, down, and the piece in back is going to come up to the front and is going to be even with it. So put that top piece to the left so the faces are even. Move the piece to the right. And then you should notice that shackle comes up that much. And that will free the gold piece that I'm touching right there on the left. So that bottom right piece goes in a little bit. And the piece on the right will come down over top of it. Now that top left piece, you're going to move up to the middle, back, and to the right eventually. And the piece on the right, I just moved a little more to the left. Shackle will almost come up there, but that piece in the back needs to go over to our right a little bit more. And then the shackle comes up and everything will fall out. And I apologize if I said left when I should have said right, but from the picture you should be able to take it apart there. I hope you enjoy your puzzle.